Section 1. Half-man, full-on hunter, introducing Blade. Blade is not your typical superhero. He doesn't wear a cape or a mask, and he doesn't have a secret identity. Instead, he is a relentless warrior, driven by a singular purpose. He walks a lonely path, caught between the world of humans and vampires. He hunts vampires. He protects humans. His life is a constant battle, a never-ending war against the creatures of the night. But he doesn't expect cheers or parades. He knows that his work is thankless, that the people he saves may never know his name. He is Blade, the Daywalker, a force of nature in a leather trench coat. His presence alone strikes fear into the hearts of vampires. Born a half-vampire, Blade possesses the strength and senses of the undead. His abilities make him a formidable opponent, one who can stand toe-to-toe with the most powerful vampires. However, sunlight doesn't burn him. Unlike other vampires, he can walk in the daylight, earning him the nickname Daywalker. He can move in the day, a hunter forever on the edge. His mission takes him to the darkest corners of the city, where he fights to protect the innocent. This unique duality makes Blade a compelling and tragic figure. He is a man torn between two worlds, struggling to find his place. His weapons, silver stakes, blades, and guns loaded with garlic and sunlight. Each tool is carefully chosen to give him an edge in this fight against the undead. His mission? To eradicate vampires and avenge his mother, who was killed by a vampire during his birth. This personal vendetta fuels his relentless pursuit. Blade is a one-man army against the forces of darkness. His fight is never-ending, but he remains undeterred, driven by a sense of duty and a desire for justice. Section 2. Born into Darkness, the making of a Daywalker. Blade's story is one of tragedy and resilience, a tale that begins in the shadows and rises to the light. Born Eric Brooks, his life took a dark turn before he was even born, setting the stage for a destiny intertwined with darkness. His pregnant mother was attacked by a vampire, a nightmarish event that would forever alter his fate. This encounter imbued Blade with vampiric abilities, but also cursed him with a relentless thirst for blood, a constant battle within. Orphaned and alone, Blade wandered the streets, a young boy surviving in a world that feared and misunderstood him. He learned to fight, honing his skills against anyone foolish enough to challenge him, turning his pain into power. But his true calling found him, a purpose that would give his life meaning beyond survival. An old vampire hunter, Jamal Afari, saw Blade's potential, recognizing the strength and determination within him. He took him in, teaching him about his heritage and how to control his thirst, providing the guidance Blade desperately needed. With Afari, Blade found purpose, a mentor who helped him channel his abilities for a greater good. He became the Daywalker, a weapon against the creatures that lurked in the shadows, a beacon of hope in a world of darkness. Section 3. Bloodbaths and Breakthroughs, Blade's Greatest Hits. Blade's war on vampires has been long and brutal. From the pages of Marvel Comics to the silver screen, he has faced countless enemies. One of his most iconic battles was against Deacon Frost, the vampire who killed his mother. This showdown was personal, fueled by vengeance and a need for justice. Blade, armed with his signature sword and a heart full of rage, faced down Frost and his minions. The battle was fierce, a whirlwind of blades and blood, but Blade emerged victorious. His battles haven't just been physical. Blade constantly struggles with his inner demons, the vampiric hunger that threatens to consume him. This internal conflict adds depth to his character, making his victories even more hard-earned. Section 4. Before it was cool, Blade's impact on the superhero genre. Before the Marvel Cinematic Universe, before superheroes dominated the box office, there was Blade. Released in 1998, the first Blade film was groundbreaking. It was a dark, gritty, and violent take on the superhero genre. Blade proved that comic book movies could be more than campy costumes and cheesy dialogue. It paved the way for films like X-Men and Spider-Man, which embraced a more realistic and mature tone. The success of Blade also opened doors for other lesser-known comic book characters. It showed studios that audiences were hungry for superhero stories, even those with a darker edge. Section 5. Snipes and the Slayer, a match made in comic book heaven. Wesley Snipes brought Blade to life in a way few actors could. He embodied the character's coolness, his intensity, and his underlying pain. Snipes' portrayal wasn't just about delivering lines, it was about inhabiting the role. His physicality was impressive, showcasing Blade's martial arts skills and swordsmanship. But it was Snipes' charisma and screen presence that truly captivated audiences. He made Blade an icon. The cultural impact of Snipes' Blade cannot be overstated. He became a symbol of badassery, his image emblazoned on everything from t-shirts to lunchboxes. Snipes made Blade a household name. Section 6. The Blade Trinity's Enduring Legacy. The Blade trilogy, spanning from 1998 to 2004, left an undeniable mark on pop culture. These films were not just another set of superhero movies, they were a revolution in their own right. The films were box office successes, introducing audiences to a new breed of superhero. Blade was a character unlike any other, a half-vampire, half-human who fought against the very creatures he was part of. Even today, the trilogy is fondly remembered for its stylish action, memorable characters, and unique blend of horror and superhero elements. The choreography and special effects set new standards for action sequences in cinema. The first film established Blade as a force to be reckoned with, a dark hero who operated in the shadows, fighting a war that most people didn't even know existed. The second film expanded his world and mythology, introducing new characters and deeper lore that enriched the Blade universe. And the third film, while not as critically acclaimed, still delivered on the action and gore that fans had come to expect. It also introduced new allies and enemies, adding layers to Blade's already complex world. The Blade trilogy didn't just entertain, it challenged conventions. It broke the mold of what a superhero movie could be, blending genres in a way that was both innovative and daring. It proved that superhero movies could be dark, violent, and thought-provoking. The films tackled themes of identity, morality, and the nature of evil, making them more than just action-packed spectacles. It pushed boundaries and left audiences wanting more. The legacy of Blade continues to influence modern superhero films, proving that a dark, complex hero can captivate audiences just as much as any traditional superhero. Section 7. Blade in the MCU. A new dawn for the Daywalker? Rumors have swirled for years about Blade's return to the big screen. With the ever-expanding Marvel Cinematic Universe, the time seems ripe for the Daywalker to make his presence known once more. Fans are eager to see how Marvel Studios will handle the character, especially given the MCU's tendency towards a more family-friendly approach. Will Blade's darkness be toned down, or will he usher in a new era of grittier MCU heroes? The anticipation is high, fueled by the casting of the incredibly talented Mahershala Ali as Blade. Ali, known for his powerful performances in Moonlight and Green Book, has the gravitas and acting chops to do the character justice. Section 8. Hopes and expectations, what fans want from a new Blade. The MCU has a lot to live up to with its new Blade project. Fans have high hopes for a faithful adaptation that honors the character's legacy while also taking him in new and exciting directions. A darker tone, closer to the original comics and the Wesley Snipes trilogy, is high on the list of fan requests. They want to see Blade unleashed, battling vampires and other creatures of the night in all their gory glory. But beyond the action and violence, fans also want to see Blade's internal struggle explored. His humanity constantly battling his vampiric nature is a key aspect of the character. Exploring this duality will add depth and complexity to his MCU incarnation. Section 9. Blade's Bite, a legacy that endures. Blade's legacy in the world of superheroes is undeniable. He carved a path for darker, more mature comic book adaptations. He showed that heroes didn't have to be squeaky clean to be compelling. His influence can be seen in countless comics, movies, and TV shows that followed. The success of Blade proved that audiences were hungry for stories that embraced the shadows. As we await Blade's return in the MCU, one thing is certain. The Daywalker's legacy is secure. He will continue to inspire and captivate audiences for generations to come. His story is a testament to the enduring power of the superhero myth, even when it's cloaked in darkness.